I told my coworker her kids are none of my business. So last month, Janet from accounting comes up to me all panicked because school holidays are coming and she totally screwed herself. Our company has this rule where only 3 people can take vacation at the same time. I booked mine back in January because I haven't had a break in almost a year. Janet waited until literally 2 weeks before to even think about booking time off. HR told her the only way she's getting vacation is if one of us 3 who already got approved trades with her. And guess who she comes straight to? Me, the only other woman who got approved. She starts this whole sob story about how her 6 and 4-year-old kids are so excited for Disneyland and she already booked everything and paid deposits. I told her no, I already have plans too. But Janet doesn't take no for an answer. She keeps coming back every single day. Please think about the kids. They'll be so heartbroken. You don't understand what it's like being a mom. By the 4th time she cornered me by the coffee machine, I was done. Your kids being disappointed is none of my business, I said loud enough for half the office to hear. Her face went bright red and she practically ran back to her desk. Later, my cubicle neighbor Tom comes over and tells me I was too harsh. You don't get how hard mothers have it, he says. Really? Because I'm pretty sure being a mom doesn't mean everyone else has to fix your poor planning. But here's what nobody knew. My vacation wasn't some fancy trip. I was going home to help my sister through chemo treatments. She'd been putting on a brave face for months, but her husband works offshore and can't take time off. She needed someone there for her surgery and recovery. I could have told Janet this. Could have explained why I couldn't trade. But honestly, I shouldn't have to justify my personal time to anyone. Whether I'm going to Paris or sitting on my couch in pajamas, my vacation days are mine. The next week, Janet tries a different approach. She brings me homemade cookies and starts talking about how she grew up poor, and this would be her kid's first real vacation. I almost felt bad until I remembered she drives a brand new SUV and just got back from a weekend wine tasting trip. Then she mentions how it would only be fair since I don't have kids of my own to worry about. That's when I realized this wasn't about her poor planning. She genuinely thought my time was less valuable because I don't have children. I told HR about the repeated harassment. Turns out, Janet had already tried the same guilt trip on the 2 guys who got vacation approved. They both laughed her off, but somehow when they said no, it was acceptable. When I said no, I was being cruel. Janet ended up having to tell her kids they weren't going to Disneyland that week. She made sure everyone in the office knew it was my fault. Some people gave me dirty looks for days. But you know what? My sister's surgery went perfectly, and I was there when she woke up scared and alone. I held her hand through the worst parts and celebrated with her when she got the all clear. That week meant everything to both of us. Janet eventually found someone willing to trade vacation time with her in August. Her kids got their Disneyland trip 3 months later than planned. According to her Facebook posts, they had a blast, and she called it the best family vacation ever.